Sometimes there are these teeny weeny itsy bitsy incidents from our lives that become memories forever. Today I want to talk to you about one such memory, something that taught me a lesson I want to share with you today. Hello and welcome to another edition of Chai with Pai, our weekly series of videos where I try and share simple lessons and stories which could help each of us become just a bit better. Today I want to talk about an inter-school quiz competition I was a part of many years ago. The question we got asked was simple enough. We had the answer, but the answer taught me a lesson. The question was this. We were shown a picture of an ambulance. And the question we got asked was, why is it that on an ambulance, the word ambulance is written in reverse? Now, you probably know the answer, but you can imagine the excitement of a 13-year-old in being able to get that answer right. And of course, what we did say was that it's written that way because when an ambulance is coming behind a vehicle and wants the vehicle in front to move away, they want the driver in front to know that it's an ambulance, and since the driver will see it in his rear view mirror, they want to make sure that the word ambulance appears correctly in the mirror. And that's why the word ambulance is written in reverse on the vehicle. Simple enough. But what a powerful lesson it turned out to be for me in terms of learning to put yourself in other people's shoes, learning to show empathy. That little ambulance story has stayed in my head, and in several instances thereafter, when I have found myself struggling to get my point of view across or struggling to be understood by someone who I'm trying to explain my point of view to, I find that remembering the ambulance story helps me to put myself in the other person's shoes. So what happens to all of us? Very often when we are trying to get a point across and we're not being heard, we tend to shout a little more. We tend to become more emphatic, occasionally perhaps thump the desk, look for more facts, look for more data that supports our point of view, all of which doesn't seem to move the needle as far as the other person is concerned. Maybe what we really need to do is to try and look at it from that person's perspective. Try and put ourselves in that person's shoe. So the equivalent of that for us might have been that if it was an ambulance and which wanted to be seen by the person in front, they didn't go and say make that ambulance bigger font size, or they didn't say use brighter colors or make the siren even louder. What they did was to try and understand that, hey, it's not about how the ambulance word is written on us. It's about making sure that the other person who's looking at it in the mirror sees it correctly. That, I think, is a powerful idea. So next time you are trying to get a message across to a colleague or a friend or even someone in your family, try and think of it from their perspective. Try and put yourself in their shoes. Simple. Just remember ambulance. It's worked for me. I've seen it work for a lot of other people. And guess what? It's worked for the ambulance too. That's all in this week's edition of Chai with Pai. Do remember to share this video and, of course, hit that subscribe button. That'll ensure that you don't miss future episodes of Chai with Pai. Until next time, stay safe.